Pingalwara Charitable Society. Dr. Kaur runs a home for homeless people and abandoned children and a hospital for the sick. Pingalwara Charitable Society is running 5 schools, 2 dental clinics, an ultrasound center, an eye clinic, an artificial limb center, a physiotherapy center, a sewing and stitching center, and a printing press as well.
Respected audience, वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की fateh. Many people don't know or understand this meaning of Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh. So Vaheguru we say God, and Khalsa is the by Guru Gobind Singh Ji who made Khalsa, and Fateh also God's victory of God, Khalsa of God and Fateh of God. So please say, Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh. If we want victory in any part of our life, then we must remember this slogan, which is prepared by respected Guru Gobind Singh Ji. So I am really thankful to the Lions Club International who has given us the chance to tell you about my institution, which was founded by Bhagat Pooran Singh Ji, a devoted person. He had many qualities: devotion, dedication, determination, and he started without money this institution, without a single penny. He begged from door to door and helped the people who were roaming about on the streets, abandoned, suffering from different diseases and hopeless. So I start with my institution, Pingalwara. This is the logo of Pingalwara, and insignia of Pingalwara is Jithe reach Samalian Tithe Nadar Teri Bakshish. Where the lonely are cared for, there is the glass of God, rain. So this is the main object of Pingalwara. And next, Bhagat Pooran Singh Ji believed in this thing, and he made his institution by begging from door to door. And there is a donation box which are lying in front of all gurdwaras, historical gurdwaras. So he made this thing, medical social scheme of Pingalwara. Why Pingalwara? Every sick person who is not able to earn his livelihood and is sick, he has got divine right to be looked after by some persons or by some organizations working in the field of social service. So this was the main thing which inspired us. According to WHO, about 60-70 million people are suffering from psychiatric problems, and there are only 59 hospitals in India. And so you can imagine that for 1 million patients, there is only one hospital, more than 1 million patients. So this is the reason that the psychiatric patients roam about on the streets, suffering from diseases, different diseases, especially ladies who are being sexually exploited and suffer from venereal diseases or HIV like that and spread those diseases. So there is a need of institution because there is scanty hospital and there are no indoor facilities in the hospital. So many people can be kept in the hospital. So patients need different type of help as food, as care, So, when Pingalwara came in institution, Bhagat Puru Singh ji saw many people die untimely because they were not getting roof on their shed and they were not getting proper care by the relatives. So, he made this institution Pingalwara. So, what is the main thing in Pingalwara? From where did Bhagat Puru Singh receive inspiration, courage, determination, faith, and perseverance to carry out his mission? First thing is mother. Mother is the first teacher of any person. So his mother told him that God resides in every creature. So he didn't help the poor or abandoned people. He served the God because he saw God in every creature. This was told by his mother. You see, all the religions teach us that God resides in everything. कन कन में भगवान कहते हैं लोग, पर मानते नहीं हैं. किसी की सेवा करते हैं तो उस पर एहसान जताते हैं, पर जब भगत पूर्ण सिंह जी सेवा करते हैं तो वो भगवान की सेवा करते हैं. दिस इज द डिफरेंस. सो second, that Bhagat ji was inspired by Gurbani. So in Gurbani we say, Sabbe Sandhi Valsadayan Kona Dise Bara Jiyo. So every creature is of God. No one is without God. So our example is Pai Kanhaiya ji. In our history, Sikh history, Pai Kanhaiya ji used to serve the their own persons and also the animals. He fed water to the animals also, and Guru Gobind Singh Ji asked him to give the dressing also to all the persons, irrespective that they are soldiers of our or enemies. So this is second thing, when seva tri hath pair horne ful karne. Without service, these hands and feet are useless, and all deeds are useless if you don't serve people. So this is the main thing Bhagat Puru Singh Ji did. That he was inspired by the other or the prophets of other religions. As Muhammad ji used to care the leper patients or underprivileged patients. He used to live in a hut, thatched hut, but he and his wife was doing service all the day to these people. Then Christ says, whenever you see any person who is suffering, I feel that you are serving me. Similarly, Buddha is Mahatma Buddha. But he was inspired by Mahatma Buddha also. And he says, brethren who serve the sick, verily he serves me. So in our wheelbarrow ambulance, this is written on every wheelbarrow ambulance. If you want to serve me, you serve a sick person. So he was inspired by all these by the prophets of other faiths. Then he was inspired by the philosophers. But many philosophers, Dr. Albert Schweitzer especially, Dr. Albert Schweitzer was born in England. He served the people in Africa because that was more people more needed help. In Africa, people were suffering from many diseases, and that was financially poor country. So he says, Dr. Albert says, whatever you have received more than others in ability, in wisdom, and beautiful circumstances of the home, you must not take as a granted. To repay, you must do more service to the others who are in need. So Bhagat Puru Singh Ji wrote these lines on in Pingalwara on many places, so that it should be engraved in our mind. Then, so you'll be surprised to know that Bhagat Puru Singh read so many philosophers. He quotes in his lecture, in his articles, whatsoever he has written, as Cicero, Faber. I don't think many people have learned this or listened to Faber, that he was a philosopher. Every hour comes with some little faggot of God's will fastened upon its back. Then John Ruskin. John Ruskin was an environmental philosopher. He says, what is dirt? Dirt is the drain at the wrong place. If the fecal matter or the cow dung is lying on the road, that is a dirt. But when it is put in the fields, it is a treasure. It acts as a fertilizer. So it is without fertilizer, you can't have a good soil and you won't eat anything. So it was his duty. Wherever he saw cow dung lying on the streets, he used to carry it and put it on the fields. One day, and he used to pick up stones from the road. It was advised by his mother that pick up roads. And once I was traveling with him, then I picked up a stone and put it somewhere where there was a grass. Then he scolded me, "What are you doing? You are spoiling this grass." So he was worried about a single blade of grass also. That is a true patriotism. Patriotism doesn't mean that you should go to the war and sacrifice yourself. You must be careful about a single blade of grass also of your country. So this is what he preached, what I have learned from him. So medical services which are provided in Pingalwara, we have got 18 and 30, our brothers and sisters residing in Pingalwara who need our help. I don't say patients, I don't say residents, because I feel that they are members of my family. So you see that's even, thank you, Filipino going on here. These are the facilities which are provided in Pingalwara: medical laboratory, medicines, operation theatre. We have got operation theatre of microsurgery, beautiful operation theatre. And then dental clinics, we have got 4 dental clinics in different branches. That physiotherapy center, we have got 3 physiotherapy centers in different branches. That prosthetic center, this was a great thing. Prosthetic center that we provide limbs or calipers to the persons who need it. Many people suffer from accidents, lose their limbs, especially artificial legs. So once, it's all right. Once a patient came to us, he lost his lower limbs in an accident, so he was carried, he could not walk. That was for the first time in Pingalwara when we started a prosthetic center. So when both the limbs are applied, he used to walk. And one of our child, Pingalwara child, he was working in that department. He came running to me, "Bisi, come, see." He was carried, now he is walking. So that's how much spiritual happiness you get it. So even the cochlear implant was done in Pingalwara. Cochlear implant is the operation which is performed on the deaf children, and after that they can listen. So our Vice President, Dr. Jagdeepak, is sitting over here. With his help, we had a microsurgery operation theatre, and then we performed cochlear implant operation on 6 children. That one operation cost about 5 to 7 lakhs rupees, and that was performed free of cost. We didn't charge. That is not free of cost, with your help. With the help of the people who are compassionate, who are really feeling the problem of others, they donate, and we can do this welfare work. We can do deaf children, they can listen also. So every year, in our institution, patients don't come only from Punjab, they come from different states. You can see, read it over here, that how many, which states the patients come to Pingalwara. Next. So this is the operation theatre where we performed cochlear implant And child started listening. Next. So this is a surgery on process. Next. Abundant special children, Pingalwara. You know, special children are thrown by the public in public spaces, sometimes in gurdwaras, because we admit only those patients who don't have any relatives. So some people make their children that they don't have any relatives. They reach Pingalwara and we bring them up, we train them to that extent that they can participate in Special Olympics. Last year, our 3 children went to Berlin in Germany to participate in Special Olympics and they won prizes also there. After treatment, after recovery, patients were reunited with their families. Here I will tell you one story that one lady was reunited with their family after 25 years. She stayed in Pingalwara for 17 years. For 8 years, I don't know where she stayed. But after 17 years, suddenly, one day in the morning, she started crying that I want to go back home. She remembered the address. She was from Nagpur. Then we arranged that it is strange that her husband never married again. He was just waiting for her. And they never changed their home. So we went to Nagpur and that lady was reunited with their family. And after some time, after a few months, her children who were grown up, about 40 years old or like that, they came to Pingalwara and they bowed their head to Pingalwara that we have seen our mother again. Would they say that, thank God we never changed our house so we could see our mother again. So such stories are there in Pingalwara that some were united after 12 years, some after 10 years, some after a few days also, something like that. So deaf, about education, deaf children, they learn language and study up to 12th class and then they can do some work. They are very brilliant in computer education. And adult children, they learn carpentry or electric work और जो लड़कियां हैं वो स्टिचिंग, एम्ब्रॉयडरी एंड कुकिंग, they are regenerative and fabulous. Pingalwara has also started prosthetic center. Prosthetic center is the center where we apply limbs to the persons who have lost their limbs or who are congenitally limbless. You will be surprised to know that many children came to us who were congenitally, they didn't have leg. Some didn't have arm. So this is because that we are using pesticides, their bombs are going on, radioactive rays. So all these things happen in the world, and now children will come to us for limbs. Congenitally, they don't have limbs, but they are born without limbs. It's very surprising. The rehabilitation person from spinal cord injuries, hemiplegia or quadriplegia. Recently, 2-3 years back, I came to know a person who was suffering from spinal cord injury, but he could drive his car. I was surprised that we should do that work. Started this rehabilitation of the spinal cord injury patients. Rehabilitation means they can shift from bed to wheelchair, from wheelchair to toilet, and there's a different car where the some instruments are in the hands, not on the race as far as other things. They have different cars they are provided with. They are independent. They can drive a car. So I gave, this is the thing we should do it. Then we started doing rehabilitation on the spinal cord injuries. One boy came from Bangladesh. He had spinal cord injury. His wife was also with him. So he spent about 1 month in Pingalwara. So counseling is done, then exercise of the arms is done. Then they can drive their wheelchair themselves. They can also participate in wheelchair race and all that. They are not dependent. Then we started bakery plant in Pingalwara so that the persons who are rehabilitated and recover, they can go home and earn by making biscuits and all that. Bakery, they can use it. So, free education by the Pingalwara. We have got one school for normal children where only the children from the weaker section are admitted. And then we have got school for the deaf children. Then we have got school for the special children. And because this special school of the special children, deaf children, we were scanty of the teachers. In Punjab, teachers are not available to teach special children and deaf children. Then we started diploma course for the girls only, and we have started, I think, 2-3 years back, and we provide all education free of cost. So we have produced special educators in Pingalwara only. So these are the functions. 68 sons and daughters of Pingalwara has been married off so far. The girls and boys who came in Pingalwara when they were very young, very small, they were brought up, they were educated, and they were married. And the marriage is not just, by the way, marriage is held as we do in our families. We go and see whether the boy is really good, then we marry. And we have married sons also of Pingalwara. So sons and daughters of Pingalwara are married off, and they come in Pingalwara as they come to their maternal house. Some for delivery, some for treatment. Some say that my child needs a bicycle, tricycle, like that. So it's a very homely atmosphere in Pingalwara. And daughters and sons, we have got one son over here, Rajwinder Singh. He has done MCA. And now he is doing work in Pingalwara. And media work is all, we are dependent upon him now. This is one example. These all daughters of Pingalwara, they have completed their studies. Mostly they have done post-graduation, and now they are in service. Similarly, these sons of Pingalwara, they were brought up in Pingalwara and now doing service, some in Pingalwara, some outside. There was no sign language in Punjabi in India. And the deaf children are there in the villages where parents don't know English. So there was a problem to how to teach the deaf children. So Sarjinder Pal Singh ji, I think over here, I don't know, he has come over here, but he has developed a book of sign language in Punjabi. That is for the first time in world. We also teach mothers, parents, sign language in Punjabi so that the deaf children can communicate with their parents. Because if they don't communicate, they go in depression. When adult children come to us who are deaf, they can't communicate with their families, so they go in depression. And about 1.5 lakh children in Punjab only are deaf, and there is no proper school for deaf children. So I think Lions Club people must do this thing. One thing more I expect from Lions Club people, that the parents of the special children, they are very much worried about their children, what will happen to the children after our death. Because now these days, brothers and sisters don't bother. Only parents bother for their children. And parents are very much worried what will happen to our child after our death. So this is a great thing which is a responsibility of us. Lion Club or other cities are responsible citizens to worry about the parents, or they should, the children should be cared for after the death of the parents. So Bhagat Puri Singh was very much worried about the environment, because he was not only worried about present situation. Rajendra Pal Singh, please stand up. He has made its book. He has made a book called Punjabi sign language, and with great effort he has done it. So he must be rewarded. We must do clapping for him. So Pingalwara is much worried about the environment, because Bhagat Puri Singh was not worried about this generation, he was worried about the coming generations also. Because if we spoil our water, air and soil, our existence is not possible. Guru Nanak Sahib says, Pavan Guru Pari Pita Vata Tat Mahat. We Sikhs only read this thing or speak, but we don't follow. We are not much worried about our soil. We are not much worried about water. We are not much worried about air, because these are the essentials for our survival. So we must care for. We must use water carefully. We should not spoil it. Now, one thing I expect again from you people, you are very responsible persons, that the factory people, they put their dirty water in the underground. Recently in Punjab, in Jeera, there was a factory of this शराब को कहते शराब की फैक्ट्री थी, तो उसका गंदा पानी धरती में डाल रहे थे. तो धरती का पानी तो बचा है, और तो बचा ही नहीं. दरिया हमने खराब कर दिए, समुद्र हमने खराब कर दिए. समुद्र में इतना प्लास्टिक है, कुछ कहने की बात नहीं. प्लास्टिक पी जा रहे हैं, प्लास्टिक खा जा रहे हैं. प्लास्टिक इतना यूज कर रहे हैं कि हमारे सांस में भी प्लास्टिक है, हमारी खुराक में भी प्लास्टिक है. And we don't bother. Even literate persons use disposable glasses which contain plastic. So we must be aware. Bhagat Puri Singh was very much aware about all these things. So he was not worried about this generation. He was worried about the coming generation also. So Pingalwara is doing, we has got nursery. We have about 60,000 plants. Our members are Rajveer Singh ji. He has got nursery also, and he is doing zero budget natural farming in Pingalwara. And our animals also, the fodder is of organic in nature. So our brothers and sisters in Pingalwara who are residing and getting treatment, they get organic food and organic milk. And this is that. I think many rich people don't have all these things, especially Bombay, Delhi and all that. You don't get milk, your milk to free. Seminars are held in Pingalwara, lots of literature is being distributed free of cost. And on the environment, we have got rainwater harvesting, we have got solar energy, we have got incinerator, we are doing the gobar gas plant, so sewage plant, sewage water plant. These all things, we don't say only that we are worried about environment, we do work in that direction. So Pingalwara has printing press. Lot of literature is being printed and distributed free of cost, as many of you have seen also, and have also received some books also from our stall. So this is about the social problems, environmental problems, coming generation problems, histories of good people, life history of good people, so that we should get inspiration for doing good work. So this is the Bhagat Mohan Singh used to this old machinery because he was Gandhian in his thinking that we should not use big machineries so that we should not create unemployment. So, but now we don't have any it's इंस्ट्रूमेंट छोटे उसके पुर्जे नहीं मिलते तो हमें ऑफसेट पर शिफ्ट करना पड़ा तो अबाउट so many books you have already seen. I don't need to tell you. You have seen our stall, and if you have not seen, you go and see our stall. That how many books are being distributed free of cost. Then we held seminars and uh, make people aware about these problems. So any books on the 3 crore and 80 lakh rupees are spent on the literature only. Next. When there is a natural disaster, because people are very generous, they donate blankets, clothes, and other things in abundance. So when there is a disaster, we reach there and distribute all these things to the persons who need it. And even the medical camps are held in that area where there are disasters. So this is in Leh we went. This is the pictures of Leh where we went when there was this disaster. The earthquake was there. Though in many places we went, we sent Russian and blankets in Pakistan also, Jammu Kashmir, and many places like that. Now in Punjab there were floods, so we did that one. During COVID, this is strange that the government never bothered. They imposed curfew from where the help. They imposed curfew all over the country. It was very difficult for the laborers, daily wage laborers, from where to get the ration. Because when they earn, they only for 2 to 3 days they have ration. They don't have much ration. So Pingalwara started thinking about it, and we provided ration and food to about 200 to 300 families for many days. So, and we also started a ward for COVID patients, and many patients recovered. Nobody died in our ward, and you will be surprised to know that in Pingalwara, the workers came in shifts, but nobody suffered from COVID. So Pingalwara doesn't believe in showing labor pains, but it shows the baby. Next. The projects, the pipeline, indoor stadium, because we have got so many children, about 2,200 bites children जहाँ है हमारे पढ़ते हैं डेफ दूसरे नॉर्मल तो उनके लिए इंडोर स्टेडियम चाहिए हमें तो ऑडिटोरियम चाहिए और एक म्यूजियम दीज आर इन पाइपलाइंस we want that people should donate generously and we should start all these projects with your help. Funding. I am really, from the core of my heart, I am thankful to Saz Sangat that they provide a donation in abundance that we can do that much work as welfare. And STPC provides up 15 lakh rupees per year, where some donors, good donors, Raju Sani is from Dubai, he has donated for 2-3 wards and one for the special school. And Pratap Singh Lalwani ji, they sponsored for a ward for females. And similarly, abroad, VS abroad provided funds for the deaf school. So I am thankful to. We have got charities outside India also, that is biggest area of Ontario. That in England we have got charity, and in America also we have got the charity registered, and I'm thankful. I'm thankful to all of you that you give me support, help, blessings, I need your blessings to continue this work, especially. And you can read ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ